Shalom, my brothers and sisters. Throughout human history, there is a lot of great men, and they accomplished so many great things that people even add the title the Great after their names. For instance, we have Alexander the Great, we have Herod the Great, and so many other great men. But one fact about all of them is that they are all died and stayed in the grave. When you are reading their biography, you're going to see that they put the day of their birth and the day of their death. And that is the end of their story. But that is not the case for only one man, and his name is Jesus Christ. After he was crucified by the authorities of his day, after 3 days, he woke up and walked out of the tomb alive. His disciples saw him and they wrote about him in this book in the Gospels. His death was not the end of his story, but the opening of a new era in salvation history. The resurrection of Jesus is not that he only come back from death, but it is the eschatological victory of God over death. In the Old Testament, God promised that there's going to be a day when he will renew his creation. And the fact that sin and death are two monsters that oppose God's original design for his creation, when he will renew all things, he will abolish them. And this is what happened in the resurrection of Christ. His resurrection was God's victory over sin and death and the beginning of the new creation. That's why Paul can say that when we are in Christ, we are already a new creation. So we as God's people, we also share in God's victory. Death has no power over us. Even when we die, our death is not the end, but it is a transition from dust to glory. Because Christ had been raised, we also will be raised. We share in his victory. That's why Jesus said that he will build his church, and the gates of hell, death, will not have any power over us. The new creation had already begun, and in the future, it will reach its climax at the second coming of Christ, when he will put all things right at the eschatological state of cosmic restoration, when all things will become